Yeah, so how do I put this? I'm a pretty big fan of 21 Pilots. You could probably guess that. I like their music. I like when it's like dun 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 dun, and then like and he's like on the bass, and then like the drums are like dun, dun. Yeah, I like the songs kind of sound like that. But whenever I say that I'm a 21 Pilots fan, people often ask me, "What's your favorite 21 Pilots album?" And my answer is I don't know. Okay, I don't know. This video is all about me deciding which one of these albums is my favorite 21 Pilots album ever made. All of the track 1s face off. All the track 2s face off. All the track you get it. Through all of the albums. And then once I have done that and I add up all the points, whichever album has the most points is my favorite 21 Pilots album. I think it's a good system. It's definitely not complicated at all. Do I need to explain it again? Basically, all the tracks. Now, I will say, I might have some hot takes in here, especially on my feelings on the closers. I think that people are going to be mad. I just want to, again, state, I genuinely love all these songs. There are no skips. There's just better and less better ones, okay? Please don't kill me. This one's gonna make me sad. One of the reasons that I love 21 Pilots is they only have absolutely amazing album openers. And they have not missed. Because we have Ode to Sleep versus Heavy Dirty Soul versus Jumpsuit versus Good Day versus Overcompensate versus City Walls. That is a crazy lineup. These are all amazing songs. This is gonna hurt. Okay, what am I thinking? For me, this is really coming down to Ode to Sleep or Jumpsuit. Those two are just absolute perfection, dude. That part is like, Jumpsuit! And then that like part in like Ode to Sleep where it's like, Rrr. That is equally good. I don't know. What is the best 21 Pilots album? So what? It's Ode to Sleep. Hear me out, okay? I think I do prefer the production a little bit on Jumpsuit. I like that hard riff. But I think that Ode to Sleep is quite possibly 21 Pilots' lyrical magnum opus. And I have listened to the song, again, for like 5 years, and I have still not even comprehended everything that happens in this song. There is so much going on. Whereas Jumpsuit, it's a masterpiece, dude. We're comparing masterpiece. But I do feel like I really understand all of Jumpsuit. And Ode to Sleep is still toying with my mind. I still can't even say the fast rap part where he's like, on the clause and the anticipate. See, I can't even do it. And that's why Ode to Sleep is 21 Pilots' best album opener. Are you mad yet? And then I'm going Jumpsuit. Yeah, Jumpsuit is my number 2. And here's where it gets hard again. Also, something you should know before I really get into this video is I'm actually a pretty big Scaled and Icy defender. And even though I feel like it's not gonna win, I have this weird, like, secret rooting for Scaled and Icy. I think because it's the first album of theirs I ever heard. And I don't know, it just has a really special place in my heart. However, all that said, Good Day actually sets the tone of Scaled and Icy incredible. And it's supposed to be different than the other ones. But unfortunately, I do feel that it is the worst album opener. Oh, but that, like, hurts me to say. And then these middle 3 is very hard. Overcompensate and City Walls are both really complicated to me. Because I prefer the build-up of Overcompensate. Like, when Overcompensate's going, I am getting freaking hyped. While City Walls, I don't like the build-up to the song as much. I think that City Walls has a lot more layers than Overcompensate. Overcompensate is just like, man, I'm the guy, I'm here to, like, take charge. He's literally overcompensating. And we know that because he loses. But I think that City Walls has the raps of Overcompensate, but also real, like, heart of 21 Pilots music and about, like, mental health and about the struggle. And it has the Entertain My Faith. And that's why I think that City Walls is my number 3. And then that leaves Overcompensate and Heavy Dirty Soul. I definitely prefer the subject matter of Heavy Dirty Soul. Heavy Dirty Soul is 4. Overcompensate is 5. Good gosh, this is hard. This is my ranking of the album openers. This actually killed me. So we get Vessel, Trench, Breach, Blurryface, Clancy, and Scaled and Icy. Sorry, Trash. Let me wipe your tears. Alright, the total scores. Vessel, 6 points. Blurryface, 3 points. Trench, 5 points. Scaled and Icy, 1 point. Sad. Clancy, 2 points. Breach, 4 points. Moving on to the track 2s. I'm pretty scared about this one. We have Holding On To You versus Stressed Out versus Levitate versus Choker versus Next Semester versus Raw Fear. Okay, this is a pretty good lineup. They also have bangers for their number 2s. I think my number 1 is Next Semester. I freaking love this song. Came out my sophomore year of college, and I was dealing with quite a bit of stress and quite a bit of self-hatred and just being weighed down by my mistakes, and this song genuinely inspired me. I remember actually moving out of my college apartment, driving away, and thinking to myself, I cannot wait to start fresh next semester. Yeah, I can't not do it. Next Semester off Clancy is my number 1 pick. This might be divisive because this is literally their most popular song ever. Stressed Out is in last place for me. I'm sorry, Stressed Out. I don't know if it's a byproduct of it just like being the most popular song, so then I'm like, oh, I'm so cool, I don't like their most popular song. But honestly, when I compare it to these other two, just not doing much for me. That leaves Raw Fear, Choker, Levitate, and Holding On To You. That's all I got, not anymore. Flesh out the door. I levitate up on my feet, and ever since the 7th grade I learned to fight. I don't bother anyone. Raw Fear, move. Okay, yeah, all these are good, dude. All these are good. No, I don't know. Dude, I'm stressed right now. Stressed Out? Okay, you know what? I'm moving it up. Okay, you know what? Let's just go past on. Let's think like subject matter. Okay, you know what? Oh my gosh, this pains me to do. I decided I wanted to replace this culture as a culture. I think I'm gonna put... Because Holding On To You has like 4 different beat changes. That's Entertain My Faith. You know what? Okay, I'm making a choice. Holding On To You is my number 2. Okay, and then that leaves Levitate, Choker, and Raw Fear. You know what? Levitate is super fun to rap to, but I get more emotionally out of Choker and Raw Fear. Levitate is my number 5. Oh man, that stings. Now, one thing that's hard is that Breach has been out significantly less time than these other albums, but I think that Choker still pulls in me, you know, more than Raw Fear. Choker brings back more memories. Okay, so this brings it to my number 1, Next Semester. My number 2, Holding On To You. Number 3, Choker. Number 4, Raw Fear. Number 5, Levitate. And number 6, Stressed Out. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, that hurt my heart. Vessel in first place with 11 points. In second place is Clancy with 8 points. In third place is Trench with 7 points, which is also tied with Breach for 7 points. Whoa, and a surprise little thing, Psy has overtaken Blurryface with 5 points, and Blurryface has fallen. This moves us on to the 3rd round. Let's meet our contestants. We have Migraine versus Ride versus Morph versus Shy Away versus Backslide versus Drum Show. Man, these guys know how to make music. I think my bottom pick is gonna be Shy Away. I don't mind you, Shy Away. I like you, but I don't think you're in the same caliber as some of these others. Enjoy that lead over Blurryface, Go Nicey. Just enjoy it while you got it. Migraine, some of Tyler Joseph's best little rapping. I like the depressing thoughts. Ride, another huge commercial success for them. Morph is one of their most lyrically complex songs about like his battle between trusting in God and believing in like science, and it also gets some really good lore. He was saying that he was a copy of Nico back in 2018. How did we all miss this? When I first heard Backslide, I was like, this song sucks. And then somehow it has grown on me more than like almost any other song, dude. And while the instrumentals of it are still a little lacking, the emotion more than makes up for it, and the cries out to God, man, I mean, it's eerie. And then you got Drum Show on Breach, a new 21 Pilots classic, dude. A classic. I've got a migraine. I think that Ride is gonna be my number 5. Yeah, okay, looks like Scaled and Icy and Blurryface are definitely on the lower ends of this competition so far. That's interesting to me. Morph or Drum Show, dude? Morph or Drum Show? I think that lyrically Morph is better, but Drum Show is so much fun, and we got like the best Tyler Joseph scream ever. You know what, guys, screw it. Drum Show is number 1. I love you too, Morph, but you're gonna go in number 2, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it. And now this leaves Backslide and Migraine. I'm going Migraine, okay? All right, my ranking of the track numbers 3s. Number 1, Drum Show. Morph. 3, Migraine. 4, Backslide. 5, Ride. Number 6, Shy Away. Let's see if Blurryface or Scale and Icy can catch up in round number 4, which faces off against House of Gold versus Fairly Local, My Blood, The Outside versus Midwest Indigo versus Garbage. My number 1 pick is a Scaled and Icy song. It's good news for Mr. Scaly over there, because he's not doing too hot. I love The Outside. It is one of their most fun songs. Gets me hype every time I hear it. Really nice lyrics. Has a super fun rap. I am a Megalodon. This video is going to be so embarrassing. I think My Blood is my number 2. So let's see. That leaves House of Gold, Fairly Local, Midwest Indigo, and Garbage. Garbage off Breach was one I didn't love immediately, but it really has grown on me, and I really like the lyrics in the second half. I think he's talking about God. God still loves him even if he feels like garbage. And I think that's beautiful. Although I'm not crazy about like the chorus, like, I feel like garbage. I feel like there's just like no subtext. Midwest Indigo is the super fun song about Ohio being cold. Ohio? I can't believe I just said that. I hope I should cut that out. And then we have Fairly Local and House of Gold. I think Garbage is my bottom. Sorry, Garbage. You're not Garbage, I promise. Honestly, I really like House of Gold, but I feel like I'm not as crazy about it as some people. I think House of Gold is going to be my number 5. I feel confident that The Outside and My Blood. I feel confident those are my top 2. I think I'm going Fairly Local, Midwest Indigo, House of Gold, and Garbage. You know what? I think that's what I'm doing. I think this is what I'm going for. I don't feel... Something about this feels wrong. No, you know what? No, I'm sticking to it. I think this is right. Wait! There's been a change. Vessel is actually tied for first place with Trench. Both have 17 points. Then in second place is another tie between Clancy and Breach with both 14 points. Wow, so we're getting lots of ties. I told you guys, it's neck and neck. Let's move on to our track 5s. Car Radio versus Tear in My Heart versus Chlorine versus Saturday versus, oh my gosh, this one is stacked, dude. But versus Routines in the Night versus The Contract. Ah, gosh, dang. As much of a bop as Saturday is, yeah, I'm sorry. He does not stand a chance against these other songs. I'm sorry. Every single one of these songs is a classic off their respective albums. Man, Routines in the Night and The Contract, that's tough. Because they're both kind of about similar, like, subject matter. Like, this, like, struggle to, like, sleep and, like, staying up late. They're kind of different feels. Like, Routines in the Night feels like drinking, like, a smooth glass of water. And The Contract feels like... And then you got Chlorine, a Trench classic, one of their best tunes. Tear in My Heart, which is the best Jenna song. And then you have Car Radio. A literal classic as well. Woo! It's Tear in My Heart. Tear in My Heart, dude. Which is funny, because that's literally what doing this ranking feels like. Wow, okay, Blurryface with its first number 1. I'm so proud of you, Blurry. Car Radio's not that fun to listen to. You know what I mean? It's not a fun song. It's like a masterpiece, but it's not a fun song. I'm putting The Contract at number 5. And I think it goes a little too far with the auto-tune. I don't have a super high tolerance for like super auto-tuned stuff. That's why I don't really like the Doubt demo either. I think it repeats that, I don't sleep much, that's crazy. I think it repeats that like one too many times. And so I'm picking The Contract to go at the bottom. I think I'm going Routines in the Night as my number 4. And Chlorine as my number 2. My number 1 track 5, Tear in My Heart. Number 2, Chlorine. 3, Car Radio. 4, Routines in the Night. 5, The Contract, and 6, Saturday. Boy, that one stung, man. All right, this brings the scores up to, and oh my gosh, we have a shakeup. Trench has passed Vessel and is in first place with 22 points. Vessel in second place with 21 points. Then in third place, we have Clancy with 17 points. Oh my gosh, another shakeup. In next place, we have Blurryface and Breach, which have now become tied with 16 points, which then once again leaves old Scaled and Icy at the bottom with 13 points. I'll wipe another tear. All right, let's move on to tracks number 6. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can take much more of this. Semi-Automatic versus Lane Boy versus Smithereens versus Never Take It versus Vignette versus Downstairs. I have a favorite.
And you know what? It might surprise some of you guys. And it's Downstairs. Okay? Sue me.
I think that Downstairs is like the 21 Pilots song that I've been waiting a long time for. But I think that as they went along, their faith in their music has become more and more subtext. And to get a song like Downstairs that was like literally just talking straight to God, like I needed that, man. It is heartbreaking. It's inspiring, and it genuinely sounds unlike any of their other music. His vocals are being like ripped back and forth. It feels like he's literally in the storm that he's talking about. It's straight to God, man, and you gotta love 21 Pilots when they're talking straight to God. Like, yeah.
I'm going Vignette for my number 2. Really love Vignette.
It has super strong lyrics about dealing with addiction. I love the rapping. It's dark, and the lyrics are really biting. That leaves Semi-Automatic, Lane Boy, Smithereens, and Never Take It. Semi-Automatic is a really good song, but I feel like I prefer the second half of the song a lot. We got Lane Boy, which is kind of like one of their big, like, screw the industry songs. Smithereens, really cute song about his wife, and you got Never Take It, which is like rebel against Dema. I think I'm going Smithereens as my bottom.
I really like Smithereens. It's really cute.
I don't think it's as strong as Tear in My Heart.
And then I think Never Take It is my number 3. And Lane Boy is my number 4.
All right, my official ranking. Number 1, Downstairs. Number 2, Vignette. Number 3, Never Take It. Number 4, Lane Boy. Number 5, Semi-Automatic. And number 6, Smithereens. Number 7, Screen versus The Judge versus Neon Gravestones versus Mulberry Street versus The Craving, Jenna's version versus Robot Voices. Oh, okay. This is an interesting lineup.
I have a least favorite right off the bat, guys.
Robot Voices is my bottom. I'm not a fan of Robot Voices for a couple reasons. I don't really like the woo. I know that sounds really dumb, but I don't know. I just thought 21 Pilots was above doing a woo! And the next point is that I just think it's weird album placement. It comes right after the song Downstairs, and it just doesn't feel quite right. But I'm not going to skip it, but it's not the best. Speaking of the best, when times aren't the best, we're going to put Mulberry Street in number 5.
I'm not as big on Mulberry Street as other people are, honestly. It's not one of my favorites.
This leaves Screen, which I just listened to the other day, and it's so beautiful. And then you get The Judge off Blurryface, which is really, really strong. And The Craving is a really raw, like, expression of love for his wife. Blurryface has another number 1. The Judge is really complex. I think I'm still kind of processing everything that The Judge is about. Oh, wait, Neon Gravestones? Oh, shoot, I just forgot about Neon Gravestones.
Neon Gravestones is my number 1. Wait, is it? I don't know if this... No, you know what? No, I think I'm going to stick to my guns. I think The Judge is my number 1. Neon Gravestones is my number 2.
Neon Gravestones is actually so haunting, and it's really, really... It's a really important song, too. I'm going The Judge. I can't really even tell you why. I just think that The Judge maybe moves me a little bit more, and then that leaves The Craving and Screen.
I think that Screen is going to be my number 4, and The Craving is going to be my number 3.
Number 1, The Judge. Number 2, Neon Gravestones. Number 3, The Craving. Number 4, Screen. Number 5, Mulberry Street. Number 6, Robot Voices. In a shocking move, Blurryface has actually started to catch up. Everyone panic. In last place, still Scaled and Icy with 19. That's not great. In 5th place is actually no way. Is that right? In 5th place is Breach with only 23 points. Then in 4th place is Blurryface. You did it! That son of a gun, Nico. You freaking did it. Then right above Blurryface, by only 1 point, is Vessel and Clancy at 26 points. And then at the number 1 spot is still Trench at 28 points. Wow. Track number 8. The Run and Go versus Doubt versus The Hype versus Formidable versus Lavish versus Center Mass. Dang. I got a favorite. And it's a divisive one. Formidable off of Scaled and Icy. Woo! Guys, Formidable is quite possibly the most underrated 21 Pilots song, period. It is genuinely so good, and you can really dissect it in a lot of different ways. And it has a lot of really special meaning to me. Let's kind of go through the songs. The Run and Go is a super fun, kind of emotional song where he's it has a really good scream on it. It's about this feeling that
you want others to help you, but you really don't want to put your problems on them. Doubt is my bottom, dude. I really like the subject matter of doubt. I love when 21 Pilots are like dabbling in their like Christian like struggle. I don't know, when it's stacked up against all these other songs, it's just not doing a crazy amount for me. Don't forget, Lavish is such a goofy one, dude. It's just him rapping about his success, but like it's just like really like silly. Center Mass is actually gonna be my number 2. Center Mass has some of my favorite 21 Pilots lyrics, especially in that explosive finale where he's talking about how he took God for granted and that he misses him so much, and his faith just hasn't been the same since his like grandfather passed away. It's meaty, dude. And also, it has some of his best little like rapping as well. Center Mass doesn't even sound like any other 21 Pilots songs. It sounds like jazzy and like flowy. You can tell I know how to talk about music. I think The Hype is actually going to be my 5. I think that I go back to the other ones a little bit more. And then that leaves that leaves Lavish and the Run and Go. Lavish is literally just him trolling, and the Run and Go is like about him like struggling with like demons. But Lavish is so fun though, and it has the line about the proctologist, dude. I can't take that. I'm going Lavish 3. I know. Run and Go is a deeper song, but Lavish is so much fun, dude. I'm sorry. I won't apologize for it, actually. We got Formidable in first place, then Center Mass, then Lavish, then Run and Go, The Hype, and then Doubt. The board, I feel like I'm getting really cliche at this point, but the board has been shaken up again. In first place, it is no longer Trench versus Vessel, but it is Trench versus Clancy, both with 30 points. And in the number 2 spot is Vessel with 29 points. You guys are falling behind, dude. Now, I will say, this is the point in this video where the numbers are gonna get like a little fudged. These 6 albums are not all equal in the amount of songs that they have. So this made the whole ordeal kind of complicated, because I was like, how do I compare a 14-track album to an 11-track album? So basically what I did is I took some of the singles that came out in their respective eras, and I added them to the album so that they could all be equal. But I think I picked singles that really captured the vibe of each album, and I don't think they're very different tonally, and so I think that the numbers should be fine. And that way the last 3 tracks can be back to being the last 3 tracks of all albums, so that way I feel like the comparison is good. I just had to fudge the numbers a little bit. But I don't think that this throws off the integrity of this video, because obviously this video has tons of integrity. Which means that for number 9, it is going to be Kitchen Sink versus Polarize versus Nico and the Niners versus Level of Concern versus The Line versus Drag Path. Yeah, that's a hard one. You know what? I'm going Polarize at the bottom. I actually really like Polarize, but out of these songs, I definitely listen to it the least. Kitchen Sink is such a deep and profound song. We'll never fully know the meaning of it. Nico and the Niners, one of the best lore-building songs of their catalog. Level of Concern, straight vibe. It's like the only good song that came out of COVID. The Line is one that I was kind of disappointed by, but has just really grown on me a lot. It's quite emotional. My number 1's Drag Path, which should have been on the album. It's super powerful. It's like their retelling of like the 100 sheep, one goes missing, Jesus comes and gets them. Drag Path is beautiful, dude. It should be on the album. Yeah, I think The Line is my number 5. It's good. It's just not the best. Although that live version where he screams, that's good, dude. I think I'm going Nico and the Niners as my number 2. What we got here? Number 1, Drag Path off of Breach. Number 2, Nico and the Niners. Number 3, Kitchen Sink. Number 4, Level of Concern. Number 5, The Line. And number 6, Polarize. Yeah, I think so. I think I feel good about that. All right, this has brought the ranking up to... Scaled and Icy has jumped Blurryface. Scaled and Icy at 28 points and Blurryface at 27 points. Holy cow. You're doing it, dude. You're doing it. I mean, you're not beating this guy, but you're doing pretty good. Lovely versus We Don't Believe What's on TV versus Cut My Lip versus Christmas Saves the Year versus Navigating versus Cottonwood. Might be kind of divisive here. My least favorite is actually the Trench song. Cut My Lip. Cut My Lip has probably always been my least favorite Trench song. And yeah, I don't think it, I think all these other songs are better than it. You say things with your mouth, cobwebs and flies. You know what, actually, You know what? I'm changing that. Actually, Lovely is my least favorite, actually. I don't really listen to it all that much. And then number 5 is actually going to be Cut My Lip. And then it'll be Christmas Saves the Year. And then the top 3 is We Don't Believe What's on TV, Navigating, and Cottonwood. Actually, all 3 of these are kind of special to me. We Don't Believe What's on TV. It means a lot to me about people who are going to stick with you even if you fail, you know, and that's just such a beautiful sentiment. Navigating is a freaking hard... I don't know. I think it has some of their best, like, instrumentation, and when you hear it, you just want to go like this. You know what I mean? You're navigating, dude. It's so good. Has a really good breakdown towards the end, too. In Cottonwood, first time I heard it, was like, it's okay. And now when I hear it, I'm like, whew, that's heavy. I think I'm going, We Don't Believe What's on TV is my number 1. And I love the fast ukulele and the yeah. And then I think my number 2 is going to be Navigating. I'm navigating. So we're going with number 1, We Don't Believe What's on TV. Number 2, Navigating. Number 3, Cottonwood. Number 4, Christmas Saves the Year. Number 5, Cut My Lip. And number 6, Lovely. Guys, you're never going to believe what happened. Another huge shakeup. Our number 1 spot is Breach with 38 points. Their brand new album is currently in the lead at 38 points. Number 2, tied, is Trench and Clancy at 37 points. Third place, Vessel with 34 points. Then only 1 point behind is Blurryface with 33 points. Again, Blurryface is just right behind Vessel. That's crazy. And then finally, you probably guessed it, Scale Nicely at 31 points. Guys, we are now hitting the final 4 rounds. Which album is gonna drive it home and which album is gonna let it all fall away? Fall away reference? Is Breach gonna hold on to the number 1 spot? Is Vessel gonna make another huge sweep at the end? Is Clancy gonna die? And will Scaled and Icy make the greatest comeback of all time? Let's see. Fake You Out versus Message Man versus Bandito versus Bounce Man versus Snapback versus One Way. There's an easy best and it's Bandito. Easy number 1. I feel conflicted. It's my least favorite is either One Way or Bounce Man. I think One Way is at the bottom. I think the One Way is like a very lyrically weak song. And Bounce Man is my number 5. Then Snapback is a weird one. I love the lyrics of Snapback, but the mixing between the heavy kind of vocals of it and the high-pitched singing just does not really do it for me. Alright, so this round has come down to number 1, Bandito off Trench. Number 2, Message Man off Blurryface. Number 3, Fake You Out by Vessel. Number 4, Snapback off Clancy. Number 5, Bounce Man off Scale Nicey. And number 6, One Way off of Breach. Is this going to take Breach down from number 1? We are down to the final 3 tracks of each album. Vessel, we have Guns for Hands, a really powerful song from them. Great rapping. A music video where they wrap the tape around their face. That's not really important. Versus Hometown off Blurryface, which is a pretty weak song to a lot of people, but I don't know. I've been kind of vibing with it. It has one of the big explosive instrumentals that really takes me back to some of the best stuff off Vessel. Versus Pet Cheetah off Trench. Unfortunately, because Scale Nicey is so short, Bounce Man is getting repeated again. That is not going to help Scale Nicey. Versus Oldie Station, maybe Tyler Joseph's like most personal song off Clancy. And then you get Days Lie Dormant on Breach, which for the life of me, I cannot figure out what that song is about, but boy, is it fun. Okay, so do we have any easy last placers? Yeah, it's Bounce Man again. I'm sorry. I think Oldie Station is gonna be the victory. Really beautiful. It makes you want to keep living. Followed by Pet Cheetah at number 2. Pet Cheetah has some of the craziest production on any of their songs. It's one of the best songs about writer's block I've ever heard. That leaves Guns for Hands, Hometown, and Days Lie Dormant. I think Hometown is number 5. I could take the high road, but Hometown, it's going low. This is just like so many cringe. And then I think I'm going for my number 3, Guns for Hands, and then Days Lie Dormant. This was kind of a tough one too, but number 1, Oldie Station off of Clancy. Number 2, Pet Cheetah off Trench. Number 3, Guns for Hands off Vessel. Number 4, Days Lie Dormant off Breach. Number 5, Hometown off Blurryface. And number 6, Bounce Man by Scale Nicey. This round we have Trees, a beautiful song about longing for God with this explosive ending. It's like a key cornerstone piece of 21 Pilots mythology. Not Today off Blurryface versus Legend off Trench versus No Chances, which is one of their most haunting and strange songs they've made with like deep chanting and stuff. It's crazy. Versus At the Risk of Feeling Dumb off Clancy versus Tally off Breach. Ooh, okay. My least favorite of these 6 is At the Risk of Feeling Dumb off Clancy. This song has a really sweet sentiment, but I find certain sonic things about it kind of annoying. I don't like the way that it like repeats the drop, drop, drop. The second half of the song finds its footing a lot more when it starts dabbling in the rock sounds, but until then, I don't know, the poppiness and the raps, I don't know, they're not bad. They're not bad. I just feel like it's definitely an easy pick for the weakest of their penultimate tracks. I'm gonna go Legend at number 5. I really like Legend a lot, but I don't know. I think No Chances, I do prefer the epic scale of it and the rapping, and I love kind of the switch-ups and the ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba. I think I'm gonna get killed for this, but this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling Trees at number 3. Guys, I love Trees. I was literally singing it. I was literally screaming it out last night in the car. But I don't know. I think I prefer the production on the other tracks. And I don't know. It's just not one that I go back and listen to as much. I feel like I might get some hate for that one. But number 1, Not Today off Blurryface. Number 2, Tally off Breach. Number 3, Trees off of Vessel. Number 4, No Chances off of Scout and Icy. Number 5, Legend off of Trench. And number 6, At the Risk of Feeling Dumb. Yeah, I know that one's going to be divisive. I know Trees is a classic 21 Pilots song, and I love it. I think I prefer Tally because it just really spoke to me about someone who's like struggled with like addiction and things, and the idea that whether it's the Torchbearer, God, or however you want to see the song, towards the end of the song, when he's like, I just figured you were keeping track, that realization that this person loves them so much and believes in them so much that they're not even keeping track of his failures. They just want to believe in you. Like, that is so touching. I think that's so powerful. And I think Not Today is amazing because it's really about waking up and taking the fight to Blurryface. And some days you just really need that. And so that's my justification, okay? Don't kill me. All right, guys. Before the final round, this is the score. In first place is Trench with 50 points. Tied in second place is Clancy and Breach with 47 points. In third place, tied, is Vessel and Blurryface at 46 points. And in last place is Scaled and Icy, 9 points behind even that place at 37 points. Is one of them actually going to overtake Trench right at the end? Could Scaled and Icy make a comeback? No! Let's meet our closers. Truce versus Goner versus Leave the City versus Redecorate versus Paladin Straight versus Intention. Every single closer of a 21 Pilots album is emotional, it's heavy, it's beautiful, and this is very hard. And whatever I decide is actually going to shape the end of this competition. Let's go through them. Let's really take our time. Truce, closer of Vessel, is Tyler Joseph making a truce with his audience that they are going to stay through the night and that they're going to live. It's beautiful. Goner is Tyler Joseph asking the Holy Spirit to help him in his battle against Blurryface. Leave the City, beautiful closer to Trench, really big. The I will stay alive, just feel the stakes of it. And I love the soft-spoken closing of it. Redecorate, oh my gosh. Redecorate is probably one of the songs that has impacted my life the most. It is just so powerful, this idea of feeling like you're at the end of your rope and you might really take your own life, but deciding that you're going to redecorate and you're going to, redecorate everything instead and keep going. Oh my gosh. Paladin Straight is kind of the most different of the closers. It's on ukulele, and it's kind of this idea of trying to swim to this place. It's really big in scale. It has 2 minutes of bird sounds. It's like experimental. And then you have now Intentions, which is the closing of this whole saga. All of these songs are powerful, dude. I think this might be really divisive, and maybe it's a little bit of newness bias, but Intentions is my least favorite closer. But let me just explain why. Going through everything we just did and saying that intentions will set you free. I don't know. Maybe it's had the least amount of time to impact me compared to all these other closers. But I don't know. Something about saying intentions will set you free doesn't fully resonate with me. And I think I'm even confused by some of the lyrics, like him saying that intentions lack memory. I thought the whole point is that did you learn a thing? Did you learn a thing to go forward? Maybe this is just like for me personally, but after all he's gone through, kind of some of the themes of this album, like the entertain my faith, and we get on Drag Path, I guess I wanted more concreteness. Maybe that's something you never really get in this life, but with a song like Drag Path, that feels like that really could have been the closer. Like that feels he's really learned a thing. I think that it is my least favorite closer as of now. I'll definitely say that it could grow on me. Paladin Straight is my number 5. To put it plainly, I think it's emotional. I just don't think it's as emotional as these 4. And I think that I'm still a little lost on the 2 minutes of bird sounds. I really like those moments because I actually like listen through the whole thing, and I like to sit in that silence. Wait, is that the meaning? Is that why it's the bird sounds? It's like sitting in silence like car radio? He's literally giving you a moment with your own thoughts so that you can think, so you can try to think. Okay, well, that's really interesting. I never thought about that. Anyways, though, I still think as a song, it is probably my second least favorite closer. And I hate even saying least favorite because these are all amazing. Oh, man, this is tough, man. These 4, man, I think I'm going Truce number 4. And that leaves Goner, Leave the City, and Redecorate. I don't even know if I stand by that Truce in number 4. That's tough. Am I straight? I can't get straight on this. I don't know. I can't get Paladin straight on this. No, I'm changing it. Goner is my number 4. No, oh my gosh, I cannot get this straight. These are just so emotionally heavy songs. No, you know what? No, I'm keeping it. Truce is my number 4. Goner or Leave the City. No, I think it's Leave the City is my number 4. Leave the City is my number 4. And then Truce is my number 3. Goner is my number 2. And Redecorate is my number 1. Oh, okay. I don't even know if I can stand by this, but this is just how I'm feeling right now. In first place for the final round is Redecorate off Scaled and Icy. Number 2 is Goner off Blurryface. Number 3 is Truce off Vessel. Number 4 is Leave the City off Trench. Number 5 is Paladin Straight off Clancy. And number 6 is Intentions off of Breach. Okay, let's see what that does. No, wait, I can't do this. Hold on, okay, I'm freaking out. Okay. I don't know. I think Goner and Truce are flipped. No, I don't, guys, I don't know if I agree with these results. The results are, in first place, Trench at 53 points. Second place is Vessel at 51 points. Third place is Blurryface at 50 points. Fourth place is Clancy at 49 points. Fifth place is Breach with 48 points. And in last place is Scaled and Icy with 43 points. Dude. They're so close. Blurryface really had a crazy pickup there. And then it surpassed Clancy and Breach, which I'm kind of shocked by. So, in the end, do I agree with this ranking? I don't know. Is that how I feel? Guys, I don't feel right about this. I know the whole point of this video was to so I felt confident about it, but I don't feel confident about it at all. I think I like Clancy a little bit more than Blurryface. Which, they're only 1 point difference, though. I don't... Alright. I guess this is my official ranking. It makes me, a little sick. I don't think I like this. I don't like this video anymore.